What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a broken shifter. As you can see, the mount on this shifter is snapped off, so it's just hanging loosely. I have a new shifter right here with the cabling that's going to need to be inserted into the derailleur and tuned, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. Alright, so first step here is going to be loosening these 4 screws so we can get access to the inside of the shifter and remove the cable, pull it out of the housing. They get the point. Okay, so we have these 4 bolts loosened, so now we can take this cap off. I just lost a screw. But take the cap off, and now we have access to this cable here, which we'll pull out of the housing and replace with the new shifter and cable. Go. So to get the cable out of the housing, to pull it out, we're going to need to loosen the cable from the derailleur, so I'm going to loosen that right now. Pull the cable out like so.
Something cool in the camera. Oh yeah, buddy.
Okay, so now that we have the cable loosened, we're going to pull the cable out of the housing.
Hell yeah.
From up here in the shifter now that we have the top removed. Remove the cable from the housing. We'll just pull it out like this. Now that we have the cable entirely out of the housing, we're gonna pick up the new shifter and cable, and this cable and the shifter are going to attach to the bar about right here. Oftentimes people are going to take off the grip and all the extra stuff so they can slide this on, but in my case I'm short on time, so I'm just going to stretch this open like that and fit it over the bar.
Nice.
We're gonna tighten the bolt in.
Hell yeah.
So now that we have the shifter tightened and installed on the handlebar, we're going to take this cable and kind of loosen it because it's all spiraled up. Nice. Just like that. All right. We're going to have a lot of excess, so we're going to have to trim it once we get it through the housing. But what we're going to do now is stick it through the housing that the old cable was in, just like that, and feed it through slowly. All right, so as you can see, the cable here on this bike, it varies by bike, but sometimes the cables are exposed. So on this bike, this cable is going to have to feed through the housing once again. If I can get through here. Like that. And then we keep pushing it through. And then this is going to be all of our excess. We only need about 3 inches, 4 inches, so probably somewhere around here, so we're going to cut all of this excess off. And then back up at the cockpit, just make sure this cable right here, the housing, is back into the shifter like that. Take the cable and route it under the bolt here, and then we're going to tighten this bolt with the wire as tense as we can get it, not tugging too hard, but with a good amount of strength to make sure that this cable has a lot of tension in it. I have my friend here holding the cable, and I'm going to tighten it in the position it's in.
Soft hands, brother. You got soft hands. 85 hours of the motherfucking day.
Now we're gonna cut the excess. Gonna play it safe. Cut about 5 or 6 inches. So we got the cable through. We got it tightened. We got it cut. Got about 5 inches, 4 inches of excess here. And now we're going to deal with the tuning aspect of adding a shifter and routing a new cable through the bike. Okay, so we have the shift cable through, and now we're just going to tune it a little bit. So we're going to run it through the gears and see how the gears act. Okay, so overall pretty good. A little bit of hesitation downshifting, so I think what I'm going to do is let out a little bit of tension. What I did is I adjusted the barrel adjuster a little bit, and now I have too much tension, so it's not downshifting. I'm on the first gear of the cassette, but I'm actually in the second gear at the cockpit. So what I need to do is relieve some of that tension with the barrel adjuster and let it out until it falls down to this next line of teeth on the cassette, which I will do right now, as you guys can see. Perfect. So that's going to be our level of tension for this bike. When I refer to the barrel adjuster, guys, I'm talking about this little piece right here. This is what you should go to first if you're ever having derailleur issues. It's the easiest way to relieve and add tension to your derailleur system. What you're going to do is you're just going to move it forwards or backwards, and that's going to add or relieve tension from the system. So now that we have our tension level set, and I don't need this excess, I've found the point of tension that I need. I'm going to clip it right about here and then add a crimp, and I'll show you guys that. Okay, so I'm just going to clip it. Oh, that was ugly. Yeah. So it's okay if you guys mess up the cut on your cable. You just got to twist it back together and then crimp it. So this is the crimp we're going to be using. We have a pack of crimps.
Why would you say that in this bike repair video?
So now we have this crimp on, and this cable is set and ready to go. This bike is tuned, and we have another satisfied customer. So thanks, guys, for tuning into this video, showing you guys how to do a new shifter for your derailleur. Hopefully this helped you learn a couple things, and we hope to see you guys in the next video.
Hey,